Hi, you're listening to Phil DeBella, and this is FlashCast by PDB. And today we have something a little bit different. I'm trial running a set of 5 questions that I've developed. I've given lots of thought to. I've run it through 5 or 6 people to see what they think. So thought-provoking questions. And my guinea pig happens to be my GM of People Strategy and Brand at the Coffee Commune, being Miss Janice Elsley. She's my guinea pig. I think she's done a fantastic job answering it. So I hope that you love what's to come. But yeah, this is a trial run of a new set of questions that I want to be asking different people, and mixing in obviously still discussions with topics that you guys, the listeners, send in. So I hope you enjoy it. Feedback always welcome. So here's Janice Elsley and the 5 questions that I put to her. Today I have a special guest, one of the country's best HR practitioners, but she's much more than that. Her name is Janice Elsley, and I got to meet Janice when I was on the board of Brisbane Marketing, and Janice came in as a Director of Human Resources and certainly changed the organisation around for the better. I went on to do other roles, and then in 2019 I brought Janice in to DeBella Coffee as the GM of People, Brand and Strategy, where she also did a remarkable job heading up those 3 areas and making sure that we tried to turn the DeBella business around post me exiting in 2017. Well, now she's just started a new role at the Star Group as the GM of People and Performance, and already having an impact there, the owner and managing director tells me. So I feel very privileged to have Janice on the show. So without further ado, Janice, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Phil. Hi, everyone.
So tell me, before we get into the 5 questions, I want to ask you, what really excites you about your industry, your in your career in it so far?
Oh, Phil, well, that's a great question. I think really it's about helping people be the best version of themselves. Obviously, there's organisations have people. When you've got people, there's always issues and challenges. So I think my job is to really help people get along and to be the best version of themselves and to drive the organisation, as far as it can go.
Well, you certainly are a people person, and those that have met you know the vibrancy and walking in the room and introducing yourself and talking to them, and lots of energy, small in stature but high on impact. So as your husband refers you to, Hurricane Jan, certainly pack a punch. Well, let's get into it. Question number 1, what is your favourite mantra, words or quotes or sayings that has and does inspire you?
Well, Phil, that's a really good one, and you should know this one because I had it on my blackboard at DeBella, and it was right across the top, and it was emotions drive people, people drive performance. So, understanding this really helped me in every aspect of my life, personal and professional. Really understanding that everyone has a story, and once you understand that story, it helps you get along with anyone. So, I know my team used to always come in every day and used to read it, and it used to inspire me every time I used to walk into the office. So emotions drive people, people drive performance.
If you could solve one problem in the world, what would it be and how would you go about it?
I think in terms of solving problems, there's lots of problems in the world. I think probably I would start really young. So I would start with the kids. I talk to my kids all the time, and I talk to them about lots of brain-friendly stuff and emotions and emotional intelligence and everything else. What I would do is I'd really help kids understand themselves better to be the best version of themselves. So, everything from that, social, emotional and relationship side. What I'm really passionate about is obviously starting to develop a bit of a program around those skills and what are those key skills that I think kids are missing in the world at the moment. School teaches them one thing, but there's a huge kind of facet that they're also missing.
What is your biggest fear and how do you deal with it?
I think I've got lots of fears, but I think one of my fears is really that disconnect that's really happening with kids in terms of those social connections. I think kids are actually forgetting how to be kids and human beings, and I think we're losing a lot of those social elements that we had with people. Just going out and hanging out with your friends. Everyone's sort of got their face in an iPad or a screen. So I think that is one of my fears. How do I try and overcome that? I think it's more around really making sure that you connect with people, going out and having fun, and always having things planned so that you can put those screens down and really enjoy life without having that technology sort of overcome you sometimes.
What lesson, experience, or moment in life has changed the way you think?
Oh, that's a good one. Definitely having my children changed everything. Taught me how to put others before myself all the time, how to be patient, how to multitask and do 1,000,001 things with not much time at all. I wouldn't change it for the world, but they've definitely taught me a great experience.
Finish this sentence. When I leave a room, I would like people to...
I think when I do leave a room, I really want people to walk away thinking, wow, what a great conversation. I felt really comfortable, inspired, and I felt heard. And I want to become her friend and really spend time with this person outside of this conversation.
Janice, you've done extremely well. Lots of nuggets there for the listeners. The first person off the rank to test the new format of 5 questions. And
that was a bit tough, Phil.
Well, the plan is to have the same questions and have different people on the show to answer them, and so that listeners can get different perspectives. And so I'm very interested to hear your feedback, Janice, on what you think about those questions and what you found challenging or not challenging about them.
Oh, I think they were pretty tough because, they're sort of really deep questions, Phil. So, but thank you for having me. I really appreciate it, and really, pushing my boundaries to be able to think about, those things on a different level.
No, well, you're most welcome. And as I said, Janice has done some remarkable things, and there's a lot more to come. She's working on a new project called the AHA Club, and watch this space. So you'll be able to find Janice Elsley on LinkedIn if you look it up, and you can stay in touch with what she's doing and her new business that she's embarking on. So some great things, and you saw that from her answers. There's a lot of work around children and solving problems around that and helping children to accelerate their potential and be the best versions of themselves. Some exciting things ahead, no doubt. So if you want to know more about what Janice is doing, reach out on LinkedIn. And also, please feedback on what you thought about the questions, and maybe even some other questions that you think would be good ones to be answered. But until next time, you've been listening to Phil DeBella, and this is FlashCast by PDB. Well, I hope the listeners have enjoyed that. It was a trial run, first shot at the 5 questions, and I think Janice did a fantastic job, and there's some great nuggets there that she shared with everyone. So it is a format I'll be using moving forward, not with every interview or not with every podcast, but with several others. So I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, go be the best you can be, and you've been listening to Phil DeBella, and this is FlashCast by PDB.